People use dance. They go to clubs and everything, and they dance, and it becomes very sexual. It becomes communicative, and people become arrogant. They figure I'm so cool, I'm so special. I'm the catch, I'm the person. In other words, they're drawing attention to themselves. Like they're so attractive, and someone should want them, and that they're somebody that someone should desire because they can dance. And because people are focused on that, they're focused on the dance, we make bad decisions about marriage mates, about people as friends, whatever. We make bad decisions because we're looking on the outside when there's nothing on the inside. And notice what happened in the book of Mark, chapter 6, verse 17. It says, "For Herod himself had given orders to have John arrested, and he had him bound and put in prison. He did this because of Herodias, his brother Philip's wife, whom he had married. For John had been saying to Herod, 'It is not lawful for you to have your brother's wife.' So Herodias, that is Herod's wife, nursed a grudge against John and wanted to kill him. But she was not able to because Herod feared John and protected him, knowing him to be a righteous and holy man. And so when Herod heard John, he was greatly puzzled, yet he liked to listen to him." But in verse 21 it says, "Finally the opportune time came. On his birthday, Herod gave a banquet for his high officials and military commanders and the leading men of Galilee. When the daughter of Herodias came in and danced, she pleased Herod and his dinner guests." So she put on quite a performance. Music, no doubt, dancing. The king said to the girl, "Ask me for anything you want, and I'll give it to you." What a performance. It says, verse 23, "And he promised her with an oath, 'Whatever you ask, I will give you up to half my kingdom.'" What kind of dancing was she doing? Up to half his kingdom. The performance had its effect, didn't it? It influenced him to make such a promise. Well, what happened? The daughter went to her mother, and verse 24 said, "What shall I ask for?" "The head of John the Baptist," she answered. Now, she could have got half of the kingdom, but Herodias is so evil, so wicked. All she wanted was the head of John the Baptist. At once, the girl hurried into the king with the request. She hurried up to cash in this check. "I want you to give me right now the head of John the Baptist on a platter." Here, the influence of the dance brought about the request that was revolting. The killing of a righteous man, bringing his head on a platter. Verse 26, "The king was greatly distressed, but because of his oaths and his dinner guests, he did not want to refuse her. So he immediately sent an executioner with orders to bring John's head. The man went, beheaded John in the prison, and brought back his head on a platter. He presented it to the girl, and she gave it to her mother. On hearing of this, John's disciples came and took his body and laid it in a tomb. Imagine to be that wicked and evil and gruesome that the head of John the Baptist on the platter was what you wanted. That was your reward that you wanted. All because of the power of the dance. Influencing person to make a promise that they was not going to go back on. Cause the death of a righteous man. So it just shows you the influence of dance, music, entertainment. It can have a good effect, it can have a bad effect. In this case, it's a bad effect. Caused the murder. So we look at all the different types of music people have today. People love the beat and everything, but examine the lyrics and you see, oh man, talking about some bad stuff here. And it can influence people to engage in all kind of bad behavior. I look at the rap music industry. Rap is a musical venue. It's a type of music that could be used for good. but instead they used it for evil. Many Cushite or black artists have used it to foment rebellion, fornication, carelessness, just pure evil, destroying their communities, destroying families. Oh yeah, they come up with a big payday, but in return they've caused people, incited people to make bad decisions, to just be rebellious, have a rebellious attitude, to not be content, to not be able to deal with life, but wanting to be depraved and engage in all kind of reckless sexual activity and wickedness. And they have to recognize that, the rap community, what they've done to the black community. And the wickedness, and not just to them, to many people. And how this rap music has been used improperly to encourage a spirit of rebellion amongst young people. And once they got that rebellion, it's bad, because they need to learn something. But how are they going to learn? When they've been completely immersed and marinated in rebellion. When we look at the country music scene, how they encourage the same type of spirit, arrogance, racial hatred, and all types of things. Country music is a great venue if you use it properly, but they use it to drum the drum beats of racial hatred and so forth, and drunken pride and lack of respect for one's responsibility to one's mate and so forth. So dance and music, and we see the danger of the dance and how women use it to attract men, being so suggestive that before you know it, they're engaging in fornication. The situation develops where maybe there's an unwanted emotional attachment after that. There's a baby that comes, no family, no family, just having the sexual relation, moving on. And then if the woman don't want the baby, well, we'll just abort it. No love. So the danger of the dance, the danger of music is obvious. For someone to say it doesn't have a powerful effect and that it cannot affect people wrongly is just not looking or considering the facts and the truth. And so that's why we see the world get more wicked every day. And as many rap artists will say, well, I'm just talking about reality. I'm just telling people the way life is. We already know the way life is. The better thing is to tell people how to make life better. That's what people need. They don't need to be reminded of their miseries. They need to be given help and shown how to uplift. They need to be shown how to uplift themselves, not to lower themselves deeper into the mud of the wickedness of this world. But they don't use it for that. People want to hear what they desire. They profit, they make their money. People are debased. And they make bad decisions, just like Herod. So Christians have to be careful about entertainment, don't they? It influences them the wrong way. Many of the entertainment, of course, they want to, as the music, dance, all that, is to make it normalize bad behavior, normalize things that are wrong, so that you'll say, it's not that bad. Those people are not bad doing that. But the end result is always bad because it's bad behavior. It's never good. So it's about what we want to be influenced. It's easy to be influenced to do bad. The challenge is to be helped to do good. And a person has to open their ears and open their eyes to want that. Of course, that's in the Bible. And the more they take in the Word of God, the less desire they have for the wicked dances of the world and the wicked music of the world. Yes, music and dance have a good place and should always have a place in our lives. But dance that influences people to do the wrong thing is never good. And a lot of times women will pick a man depending on how he can dance. And a man to pick a woman how she can get on the dance floor, how she can dance, leading to bad decisions. So they may be able to dance, be all cool and everything. What's in the heart? Cold as ice. The woman that Abraham got for his son, Isaac, this woman was not on the dance floor. She was working. She was a hard worker. She was gracious and hospitable. The servant asked God to make a sign to show the woman that was to be chosen for Isaac, that the woman who would give him a drink of water when he asked for it. And not only that, water the camels. That would be the woman. Who was that woman? Hall of Fame woman, Rebecca. She was watering those camels, and those camels, you know, they love to drink. They love drinking water. And she just kept going back and forth, back and forth. And he was just amazed watching her work so hard. Oh, this is the one. Gave her the gold jewelry and everything. Yeah, you're the one. That's the kind of woman that's the one. Women are about song and dance, and they're all about, you know, the latest, trying to be looking so, putting so much into being beautiful. And it's all right to be beautiful, but you can tell the difference. The woman is focused on her outer beauty. Usually that means her inner beauty is like a dry desert. There is none. There's no love. Avoid the danger of the dance.